rhyme challenge. Today we are going to talk about something that you can see on my board. Can you guess? There is bed, there is someone sick in there, and there is Miss Polly. Who this song can be? Think about it. Meanwhile, I'll give you an idea. Miss Polly had a dolly who was sick. So she called for the doctor to come quick. The doctor came with his bag in his head, and he knocked on the door with a rat-a-tat-tat. There he looked at the dolly and he shook his head. He said, Miss Polly, go straight to bed. He wrote on the paper for a pill. I'll be back in the morning with a bill. And there is a little bit of extension of this song. So we know these two verses. He wrote out a paper for a pill. I'll be back in the morning with a bill. Or that'll make her better. Yes, it will. So why it's important to introduce variations? Because you can discuss with children what actually happened next. So remember that nursery rhymes are all about storytelling. Now let's look at the song again. So we have three chords here, pretty much mainly two. So we have D major. So it's the shape of D. So I'm playing it this way, but you can play it this way. And let's go. First we play Miss Polly had a dolly. Miss Polly had a dolly who was changing the chord to the complex chord, that is bar chord, that is called A major 7. It sounds like this. So it's pretty hard because you have to bar. That's why it was not very easy for me to play. Miss Polly had a dolly who was changing the chord. Sick. So she called for the doctor to come, changing back to D. Quick. The doctor came with his A7 bag and his head, and he back to D. Knocked at the A7 door with a, and now we're gonna change chords fast. D, rata, G, D. So this creates a little bit of interesting intonation in the song. So you see D, C, D, G, D, D, G, D. And once again. Miss Polly had a dolly who was sick. So she called for the doctor to come quick. The doctor came with his bag and he knocked at the door with a rat-a-tat-tat. He looked at the Polly and he shook his head. He said, Miss Polly, go straight to bed. He wrote out paper for the pill. It will make you better. Yes, it will. Or I'll be back in the morning with a bill. A little bit hard to play this bar chord. I imagine that it would be easier to play this song for ukulele, not baritone, if we change chords, if you think about something, let's say we can change the signature. For example, G. Miss Polly had a dolly who was a C. And I need to sick. Miss Polly had a, so if it's G, Miss Polly had a dolly. Miss Polly had a dolly. Miss Polly had a dolly who was, let's say sick. Something simplified we can try. Miss Polly had a dolly who was sick. Yeah, you can actually simplify it by changing the signature and play it in C. Miss Polly had a dolly who was sick. So she called for the doctor to come quick. The doctor came with his bag and his hat, and he knocked at the door with a rata-tat-tat, a rata-tat, a rata-tat, a rata-tat-tat, a rata-tat-tat. Yeah, so instead of D, G, D, I would be playing C, F, C, or something like that. So you see, actually, you can change the chords in the song, but this version I like more, of course, the one that is in my baritone book. I'm just gonna show you. So that's a good book to have. So if you're playing baritone, that's my first book that I used for children's songs by Thomas Bellinger. There you go. So Miss Dolly had a Polly. If you say it this way, you can actually invite children to play with words as well. So who had who? Miss Dolly had a Polly. What happened to Polly? Maybe she is now in bed. So, and this invites a lot of experimentation and interesting development of the story. My extension for this kind of songs would be singing it with felt. Yes, so felt board. And having simple puppets, so those ones are not even handmade, so these are the ones that you can buy on Amazon or any other shop. I think I bought it in Kmart. You can buy them in secondhand shops as well. So they're very standard. Office Works also sells sets like this. So they are just felt creations, I think they're called. So, and then you can mix them up and create your own stories. That's actually another great idea, because you can invite children to create their own invitations using loose parts of felt that you have available. So here we have Miss Polly, I guess. Can you guess who is that? What about her dog? She looks a little bit sad, right? And who is in this bed? Someone covered in all the blankets. So I put a teddy bear there. So, because you know, dolly could be a teddy as well. Children call their dolly anything. It could be just a piece of material. So basically, it's just a toy, a comfort toy. But she is sick. Yeah, what? Why do you think she's sick? Maybe because she's got some honey here, maybe a little bit of milk, maybe some kind of medicine. And here we have a doctor who came with a bill. So that's an easy extension. So you can set it up and then provide children with a little bit freedom to experiment. Miss Polly had a dolly who was sick. Can you see the dolly? Yes, so she called to the doctor to come quick. The doctor came with his, oops, he lost all his uniform. With his hat? You know what doctor is missing? Can you guess? And this is how I interact with children. So you can ask, what's missing? Is there a bag? Maybe he's missing. Yeah, is it his bag? Would it be good for the bag? And this would be for the bill. This could be a pill. Yeah? So that's really a great extension. The other thing with this song that you can play it with children like this. Just gonna put away my ukulele. Okay, so Miss Polly. How we can so we can kind of say Miss Polly, something like that. Miss Polly Miss Polly had a dolly. Yes, so Miss Polly had a dolly who was sick. So maybe someone like this, or maybe someone like this, who was sick, sick, sick. So they called, yeah, for the doctor to come quick, quick, quick. So I'm using gestures. They are not gestures from Oslo. They're just gestures that you can use from real life. And this is something that we call miming. So miming is important to introduce to children as well because it's part of development of communication. So when they kind of repeat after you, or when you model actions like whether it's roly poly, up, 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 roly poly, down, 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 roly poly, on the right, roly poly on the left. So you actually model them actions, right? So, and when you invite them to think about how would you show like the way you brush your teeth, how would you show that you are sick, they start thinking and they actually connect the words and language, right? So with concepts and actions. Very, very important skill to have, and it's very important to do it through fun, playful ways through the songs. So if someone's sick, what do they look like? Do they look happy or do they look sad? And that's a conversation to have about something familiar to all children. So they might be sick at any point of their life, and of course they have this first-hand experience. So this also is a great therapeutic song. A lot of children get sick and sometimes end up in hospital. So I had a child and she really liked this book about Miss Dolly. So this book had signs where you would just do actions, baby signs, not Oslan as I was saying. So and then she was just one day I took a picture of her as she was reading this book. She was using the signs as Dolly, yeah, and she was sick, 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 and then she went to bed. Yes, so and then the doctor came with his hat and his bag, and she was showing and miming this. This was amazing. Then when I started conversation about this particular experience with your mom, she said, oh yeah, she actually been to hospital a few times, and it's a traumatic experience. So this is how children express their emotions through play. So very, very important to see this, and it's really amazing way to express your feelings, emotions, fears, or traumatic experiences. So a perfect song. Miss Polly had a dolly. Another extension, of course, to set up a hospital, right? So hospital play. Dramatic play is amazing way for children to role play those emotions and also take on different roles. It's about communication, social dynamics, and many, many other things. You can also discuss with children some keywords from the song, such as why do they say like sick, 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 quick, quick, quick? Do we need to repeat words sometimes to stress it? Why did he knocked on the door with a rata-tat-tat? What other simple what I think it's called wait, just give me a second. I think I have it somewhere. What they're called? These words. Yes, they are called. Okay, so we have this metaphor, yeah, as a comparison between two objects with the intent of giving clearer meaning to one of them. So in this case, we have a metaphor of peel, 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 peel. If and being sick, I guess, through this song, but it's not really appropriate. But I think what is here is repetition of initial consonant sounds. For example, sick, 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 right? Quick, quick, quick. We also have onomatopoeia, the words that imitate the sound, and that's what I was after. onomatopoeia. I might mispronounce it, but this is an amazing way to introduce this word. So you don't need to pronounce this word to children because it's almost impossible. But it's the words that imitate sounds, such as ba, ba, black sheep, or in our case, rata-tat. Yes, so that's a word that imitates sound. So for example, you can ask children how to say achoo. What does it mean? Yeah, when you sneeze. How to say when you drop something and it hurts. Yes, so ouch. And then all the other words. And then you can either write them down or just talk about it and draw attention to this one of the ways of learning language. Another thing, apart from hospital play, felt board, I would definitely do with this song is role played. So we have few roles here. One is Miss Polly. Who would like to be Miss Polly? All right. So we can add dress ups as well. So Miss Polly will be wearing whatever Miss Polly wants to wear. And then she had a dolly. Who would like to be a dolly and lie in bed? So you can set up like imaginary bed or real bed, whatever you have. And then you have a doctor, yes, so who will be part of this nursery rhyme play or playing out or acting out. So then what I found with children who are as young as like 4 or 5, they wouldn't really follow your script, but the more they're introduced to this experience of acting out, the more they are able to participate fully next time. So that's why when I run group times, I really like to introduce dolls props and invite them to challenge them a little bit, through acting out. For example, I will be the author who will be saying all these words. Miss Polly had a dolly. Yeah. So Miss Polly will come. All right, Miss Polly. You can say anything. What do you think Miss Polly is saying? And then you invite children to add to your story. And that's again important part of nursery rhymes. Group time, storytelling is storytelling with a group of children. So they are saying, for example, oh no, my doll is sick. And you can prompt children, of course, but you give them words, but first you prompt them to create their own words, right? So then the dolly is in bed. So yeah, can I invite a dolly to lie down? How would you show that you are very, very sick? Yes, so and what other people feel? Oh my God. So this develops emotional empathy. Yes, so and of course it does promote care. Yes, so which is outcome 2. Children are connected, contribute to the world when they participate in group experiences. And finally, the doctor, he will be saying, or she will be saying, we can actually address that doctors can be of any gender. Yes, so, and the doctor said, he shook his head. When we shake our head, what does it mean? Yeah, was he happy about it? Was he like worried about the dolly? Was he concerned? So when we nod our head, what does it mean? So you can actually unpack a little bit of body language as well with children. And then he said, go straight to bed, right? So, and you can say it in different ways. So you can invite children all together to participate in this nursery rhyme acting out, and it becomes rich vocabulary building, social experience that is amazing and still based on the same nursery rhyme. So, and then the doctor will say, I will be back in the morning with a bill, bill, bill. And then you can talk to children about numbers. What is a bill? How we bill? What is that? Yes, so what kind of convention is that? So a lot of concepts here are introduced. I wish I had like pop-up here. Like, let's say being sick, getting well, recovering, having a comfort toy. Yes, so when you are in bed, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Shall we stay in bed? Feel better, I was saying, yeah, charging someone, calling for the doctor, medical services, care at home. And then you invite children to share whether they have been sick, what is their personal story, etc., etc. So I hope you enjoyed this nursery rhyme. Tomorrow we're gonna go. We're gonna do another one, another nursery rhyme. It's a secret which one. but it's definitely going to be famous and fun. So think about your interpretation of Miss Polly had a dolly. What would you do? How would you extend it? What kind of connections to inquiries you can have? For example, being a doctor is a profession. Yep. So maybe we can discuss occupations. What's your parents doing? What's your grandparents doing? What you would like to become when you will be older? Yeah, what's your dream professions? Professions we know in the community. For example, gardeners. We have early childhood educators, teachers. Who else do you know? That's my 2 cents about Miss Polly who had a dolly, and it's a song that is easy to play. Keep playing ukulele and keep playing nursery rhymes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!